In this quick video guide, I want to show you a really interesting and helpful tool. And this is kind of a beginner tutorial for those of you who are starting in Blender. So it's an add-on that can help you to navigate and manage your views. So you can see here how I have set up my interface in Blender is similar to Maya or 3ds Max or Cinema 4D. And by the way, if you want, you can find video guides and video courses in all these software in the channel. So search for them in the channel. Now, what I'm gonna do is go to Edit and Preferences and make sure that this particular add-on is activated so that we can see how we can work with that. So I'm gonna go in the Preferences Add-ons section, and here at the beginning you will find this one here, 3D navigation. Now you can see I also have others add-on activated. Some of those are pre-installed in Blender and some of those are downloadable and you can install them. But again, if you're interested, you can find a lot of courses and guides and videos in the channel. So look for the one that you're looking for or the topic that you're looking for. So once it's activated, you can use it. Now for this particular add-on, it's in the, you can read the description and you can also see where it's located. So you can see it's in the view 3D, so in the 3D view, in the sidebar, and in the view tab. Now, before we get there, let me just recreate everything to start from the beginning. So I'm going to go to New, General, and so you can see that this is the standard interface in Blender. So how we can make it with the 4 views, first of all? Well, it's really simple. You're going to go in the View menu right here and go all the way down to Area. So this is where you can manage the areas or the views essentially. So if you hold Control, Alt, and Q, you can switch from one view interface to 4 views. So Control, Alt, Q. So you can see you can switch from one and the other. And in my case, when I work with industrial design or architecture, I find this more useful because I can see the object from various views, from various point of view. So this is the top view, this is the front, this is the right or side view, and you can also change this, but you can see it's affecting now the main view. So this is kind of a way you can work with 4 views. Another way I find it also useful, let me just go back and toggle this, is to use the area and horizontal split, and then I'm gonna go here and do a vertical split. So this is another way you can use 4 views, and these are gonna be like independent, so I can then arrange them, I can manage them. So this is gonna be the top, this is gonna be the front, and this is gonna be the side. So there are many ways you can work with the and manage your views in Blender. Using the add-on, it's another way. Now, to use the add-on, we need to press, and I'm just gonna get rid of one of these views. So I'm gonna go to View, Area, and Close Area. And you can also do another way. So if I go back to Area and do vertical split again, if I wanna merge these 2 views, I can click here on this spot, click and drag, and you can see you have that arrow, and this is gonna become one view. So I have 2 2D views and one 3D view. So now let's expand the panel right here. So I'm gonna click and drag, and this is where all the add-ons are found. Usually, not every add-on, but this one here, we're gonna find it in the View tab. So sidebar, View tab, and then let's look for it. Well, it's right here, 3D navigation. Now you will find 3D navigation and also the pan orbit zoom roll. These 2 tools are really handy to manage your view. Let me also change the subject. So I'm gonna delete this one here with the delete key on the keyboard and add a mesh, and I'm gonna add a monkey. So we can see better which one is the front view, which one is the side view, and so on. So first thing I can do is go here and do global and local. Now global means that it's gonna show you everything. So it's gonna show you like the cameras and the lights, while local only the selected object. Then you have perspective orthographic to switch from a perspective or a 2D version of the 3D three-dimensional space. And then you have a view camera, so you can go inside the camera and outside the camera. You can do it also from here. So this is camera, this is orthographic perspective. And then you can change front, back, right, left, top, bottom. So it's kind of an easier way. Instead, you can use this sphere. So you click on those letters and you can do it from there. But this is like a little bit simpler because you can read the view that you are selecting. Now you can also lock the view to the object. So you can see now it's locked. And you can also do, again, view to selected. So it's zooming on the selected object. But again, you can switch from global. It's going to zoom the extents of your project. And these, again, can be found, similar tools can be found in 3ds Max or Cinema 4D or Maya and so on. And let's go here. This is the cursor. Now the cursor is this aim that usually is in the origin. So to place it back in the origin, you can just click. Otherwise, you can get it from here or from here actually, and you can move it around. And this has many purposes, but this is covered in the Blender video course. So if you want to know more about all the tools that you can find in Blender, check the Blender video course. Now, we can also place it in the selected object, or we can place it back to the world origin. Now, for the pan, zoom, pan, orbit, zoom, and roll, now you can use the shortcut keys when you do this. So it's you can scroll the scroll wheel if you want to zoom. You can click the scroll wheel when you want to orbit, and you can hold the shift key and the middle mouse if you want to pan. And then you have this right here. So you can move with the pan up and down or left and right with intervals. And then you have orbit up and down. And then you have left and right with intervals. And then you have in and out and left and right. This is a roll. So each action of the camera can be available here, and it's kind of working with intervals essentially. So it's a better, it's kind of a snap. So it's working more precisely. So this is all about this particular add-on right here. Another really useful add-on to work with views is store views, but this is covered in another video guide. And here you can work with cameras, so you can save the position of the views and of the camera. So it's really handy when you need to prepare for your rendering. So this will be all for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe and stay updated with the other courses and guides that we're gonna publish. And if you wanna give us a little support, if you wanna show us a little support, if you wanna thank us, you can join the channel as a supporter. Thanks for watching. Check the other video and see you in the next.